Hey everybody, it's your boy ESkman here. This is a bit of a shocker and a little bit of a revelation. I don't know if any of you remember that those 3 years where I was, an Arma 3 Milsim individual. So, it's been a while since I've actively been a part of the Arma 3 community. I've been keeping it on the down low ever since I more or less retired from the Milsim Spectre. You know, I kind of dropped out and disappeared for a while due to a lot of different aspects and issues. Some of them being due to drama, some of them being due to my own negligence and stupidity. I was top of what I did. I did a lot of what I did. Not going to get into it, but there was a lot of issues that happened because of things I did in the past. That being said, I'm coming back. I am reclaiming my old call sign. I am going to try and come back, but this time I'm going to do things a little bit differently. What I did back in the day was not okay by any means. I failed those who were in the unit with me. I failed them as a commanding officer. I failed them as a friend. I failed them as a brother in the game. I failed them in every aspect you could fail somebody, more or less. And I'm going to admit that. I'm not going to hide it. I'm not going to say that I was perfect, because I wasn't. Some of them I've actually been in contact with again. Some of them I don't talk to. Some of them talk to me. It's more or less, I've acknowledged that I fucked up. I've acknowledged my mistakes, and I've also acknowledged that while I would want the chance to be back in a group with them and rebuild what we once had, I know that's not going to happen. There's too many burnt bridges, there's too many hurt feelings, and that's okay. I don't expect to rebuild what was once originally made. What I'm aiming to do this time around is what I actually started out to do when I first made the unit I made, which was to give a place for newer recruits or newer players of Arma 3 who want to get into milsimming, but don't really know where to start. I want to give them a place to learn, to grow, and then I want to see them succeed outside of everything I teach them or give them a chance to understand. And I'm not going to say I know everything, because I don't. I have a lot to learn as well. I have a lot to remember, and I have a lot of things to do to try and bring my face and my ability to do this back to where it used to be. That being said, I will be probably releasing the unit link in a later date, a later video, at a later time. I will also be releasing at a later date my game plan for this next year, trying to move forward. I want to give a quick shout out to those who were in my previous unit, who I owe a lot of, one, growing that I did, and two, I feel like even though some of them don't like me and some of them have reason to and understandably don't like me, I'm not going to hold it against them. I'm going to state this for the public to know. So first and not foremost, Ghost. And yes, I've been hanging out with a bunch of other people named Ghost, but this particular Ghost, you all will probably remember him from the early days of the unit and the early videos I did with him. I even have a video up where I still have it up with him. He was the co-founder of the unit that I made that was meant, again, as a safe place for newer Milsim unit members to learn and then move on and go on to something better. I miss you, brother. It's been a hot minute. I hope everything's going well for you. I know we didn't part on the greatest of terms. I wish you nothing but the best and success in your future endeavors. If you ever see my videos up or anything I put out, just know I'm thinking of you. I hope you are doing well. Tanker Danker, or Tanker. I was a dick. I was a fucking asshole to you. Really badly. And I am sorry. That's really all I can say about it. I don't know what else to say that hasn't already been said. Things between you and I kind of fell out. A lot of it was due to my own stupidity and my own prejudice and pride and ego. And I've learned that now, and I'm, as you can kind of tell, trying to swallow that. It's not easy, but I'm trying. As for Jacob, I don't remember if that was your name. I forget. It's been a while. I heard you went on and joined the 116th or another unit. I forget. And I'm proud of you. I'm happy you moved on and got to be a part of another unit and got to be a part of something bigger and better. I was really hard on you, and I am so, and you know, part of it was because I knew you had the ability to be something better than what you were giving me at the time. I just didn't do it the correct way. I treated a lot of you guys really badly, and I apologize for that. There's not much I can say to fix that, you know. Vulture. I don't know why you ended up unfriending me or blocking me. You know, we had actually had pretty good relations after everything fell apart. And then one day you suddenly just poof. And I don't know why. I'm not going to say you did anything, because I don't know. I don't know what the reason was. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're having a great time, you know, moving forward with your life. I hope you've, you know, found whatever it is you're looking for in life. Really wish you'd stuck around, because, you know, I could use my old sniper and my old pilot guy, but, you know, I'll make do. And if you're in another unit, good for you. I'm proud of you. And then, what was his name? I can't remember his name. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Hold on. Oh, Penguin. You, my friend. I don't know what happened fully there. I know that I was not exactly the greatest person to you as well. You know, and that's just how it is. I miss you. I miss every single one of you guys from the old unit. I miss you all. I miss being able to say, you know, that we were something great, because we were at the time. But it was also a lie, because I was a failure. I failed to give you guys the right role model. I failed to give you guys the right encouragement, and I certainly failed myself. And I treated y'all like shit, and I'm sorry. Now, moving on from the sad news. If you are somebody who's just getting ready to get into Arma 3, I want you to know that I know there's a lot of units now that will take in a lot of newer players, and I'm happy to know that. And I'm also going to, like I said, I'm going to open mine up again to do that same thing. I'm no longer going to be called Ghost Operatives. I am no longer doing that, period. I want to be something else, because that's just not going to happen being that. So if you look for ESUG or Elite Strikers Ultra Ghosts, that is the unit I am making. If you wish to become a part of it, please, you know, join that, and I will have a Discord link for you to join at a later date. I'm going to make a separate Discord specifically for that, because I want to keep my streaming and the Milsim aspect of things that I hope to do separate. And I want to see everyone, you know, come in of their own volition. And again, as for those who I wronged and those I have hurt in the past, again, I cannot stress enough my apologies and my, you know, I am so sorry for what I did. Now, other than all that, on top of opening up the unit and trying to start doing what I used to do again, I want to bring in another aspect of possibly happiness. On top of bringing back my old unit, if I can, of course, the way I want. Or not old unit, bringing back the unit that I used to run, in a way. I also intend on doing a stream in the next couple of days. I'm not sure what it's going to be. I'll get to that when I get there. But I just wanted to let everybody know that there's going to be streams. I am going to be revamping my stream schedule, because now I have content, a backlog of content, and I have a lot of it coming through. And I want to make sure that I'm releasing content as much as I can. And another thing, for those of you who are also getting into Armor Reforger, I, however, do not have a server yet for that, and I really wish I could run one. I really wish I knew how. But if anyone in the comments, or anyone who joins a unit, if you guys know how to build a proper Armor Reforger unit, to like set up like a map, a training, and get the mods set up and all that, if you know how to do that, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I want to try and make an Armor Reforger server and unit as well. At some point, when I have the money, I will get a dedicated server for this, but until then, it'll be hosted off of my machines directly. I'm going to start small. I'm going to start from the basics again, because while I know what I'm doing, more or less, because things have changed, I need to go back to basics. I need to relearn my own stuff, and I'm going to relearn it alongside two of my current closest friends, Zach Void and Blade Shark. Y'all may have seen them in some of my previous videos, my older videos that are, on Reforger and stuff. I was training them on there, trying to give them understanding. Well, they both have PCs that could actually run Armor 3 now, and that's partly why I'm coming back. If anyone from my past, sees this video and you want to get in touch and be a part of this as well, you are fully welcome to. I will not hold any, I won't be barring you from joining, because the more the merrier. But please keep in mind that both Zach Void and Blade Shark, I have already told them my mistakes. I have directly said that I was not the greatest person. I made a lot of mistakes, and that I was a dick. I have owned this to them, and I've also exclusively given them the option to not be a part of this if they don't want to. I'm not going to force them, and I'm certainly not going to do anything to continue that cycle that I caused of just problem after problem, hate after hate. That being said, I hope to see you all, instead of this empty lot, I hope to see you all in the next video, or at least a few more people, so we can really try and start this. I don't expect it to start and go skyrocketing right at the gate. I don't expect us to get enough members to really do anything big. I just want to see if y'all want to be a part of something again with me. If not, I understand, of course. That being said, this is going to be the end of the video. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your days, evenings, nights, whatever it may be where you are. This is Reaper 11 signing off.